hydraulic, smoking that dro weed.
350. That looked it rusted out, but a lot of people don't know. These don't rust on the spoke. They was dirty.
All right.
Cleaned them up. Tried to find a painter. Found this dude.
Okay.
You know,
I think he was telling me about that painter situation.
And the dude got me. He got me hard. I didn't know. I always heard you get what you pay for. This dude showing pictures of these bomb paint jobs, but he not telling you they spent $5,000 on these paint jobs. He just saying, I'll spray your car for $700. I'm not knowing what.
He was gonna give you that real quick one-hitter quitter.
Oh man, he had my car.
$700.
Man, he had my car. I ended up paying $1,300 for him to tear it up because it was a cool, stock paint job. It's just the hood that peeled all the way off. So I'm thinking I'm gonna throw some G's, and I'm giving it to y'all from the gate.
This is from the gate.
This is what I was talking about in the beginning. So for everybody out there that is just starting, I'm gonna give it to you raw.
That's what's up.
All I was gonna do was put these $350 honey spokes I bought. 14s on there, painted, put a new vinyl. I didn't even have money for interior. That's all I was gonna do, and I had some beat, and I was gonna roll. That was my plan.
That's what I'm talking about.
This dude messed my car up. I'm on the road with my wife. I'm calling him. He ain't never answering the phone. Long story short, he took me for my money. I had to make a choice.
Wow. Kill him.
I had to kill him or give it to God and start from where I was at.
What you do, man?
I prayed about it.
You prayed about it?
And I'm going to give it to y'all, to a lot of people that don't know.
Give it to us raw, man. Give it to us raw.
They don't know. I'm in the ministry. I'm a Christian.
That's what's up.
I was born into the ministry. Didn't walk right most of my life.
Okay.
But I know I have a relationship with God, and I know the principles of giving and receiving and the principles of the Bible. Okay. My whole family, I have pastors, multiple pastors in my family on both sides. So I knew if I trusted God, if I was ever going to trust God, it was for this lowrider because I was hurt and I wanted to do something to this dude.
Right.
I'm from the streets like everybody else. Right. But I said, Lord.
What part of California you from, man?
I grew up in West Covina, La Puente area.
Okay, that's what's up.
And I went to La Puente High School.
All right.
All the Hispanics I know from Reality Car Club and all the different car clubs out there, I watched them. They didn't ride across the street from me. I watched them build lowriders from my youth. And I told them one day, I said, I'm going to build me a Cadillac one day.
That's what's up.
And today, I'm going to jump and come back. Today, I showed him what y'all ain't seen yet. I showed him because he's my homie, and he said he proud of me. He said, boy, you really did this. So anyway, going back.
All right.
So the dude messed my paint job up. I prayed, and I said, Lord, I don't have but $1,000 left. He didn't took me for 13. That was from a vinyl.
Okay.
I ain't got enough to do nothing now.
Okay.
And by the way, the principles of giving and receiving as a Christian, if you're a part of a church, you should give 10% of what you make to God.
That's what's
to
up.
Honor God. And I was doing that already.
All right.
So now, by doing that, it gives you more of an opportunity to sow into the ministry and get a return.
Okay.
So I knew that. So I said, Lord, I don't know what to do because I'm hurt. My heart is broken. This dude took my money. I can't see how I'm going to do this. I wasn't making the money I'm making now. So I said, I'm going to plant this in God's kingdom. I'm going to just put this $1,000 left in an envelope. I'm going to write on the bottom of the envelope, I'm sewing this towards my lowrider.
Okay.
And I put it in the offering basket and I left it there.
So the guy messed your paint up.
He messed me up.
He got you. He got you looking all shady, all ashy.
He messed up. He messed the rocker motor. He was tweaking on the car. He was a tweaker. I didn't know.
Okay.
He messed up my window trim. He just messed the car up. So that's when I had just met Mike, Cadillac Mike at Cadillac Connect, and I was buying some spirits from him. I didn't know where to get them, and he was getting them.
So how'd that come about? How'd you meet Mike? You was on the internet?
No, I went up the hill to on the 138 Cadillac. I think it was called Cadillac Only. On the 138, this dude got like 1,000 Cadillacs.
There's a lot of Cadillac people out here,
yeah,
man.
No, this dude is like an old school. He got everything, like all parts. And I needed a window regulator.
Okay.
I didn't know where to go like I do now. So I go up there, and I'm telling them what happened to the paint. I'm telling them everything. And he gave me Cadillac Mike's number. He said, it's a guy in Anaheim named Cadillac Mike. He said he could get this spirit. The funny thing is, when I look back, that was God sent because he don't even deal with Mike, but he had his number. He gave it to me. I called him. I met up with him.
Sent you that way to go check out for some more parts.
For some spears. That was all I went to him for.
That's what's up.
So I get there, I call him. He was a little standoffish. He didn't know me. Gave him a deposit for the spears. We got to talking, and we hit it off right away. And I told him what happened to the car. He said, bring me the car and let me look at it.
Okay, bada boom, bada bing.
I took him the car, and I'm serious. He is very passionate about this lowrider thing with Cadillac.
That's
he
what's
had
up.
tears in his eyes when he said, dude, are you serious? He said,
I met him. You sent me to him. I wish I would have got that treatment you got, but
he was mad. He wanted to go get to do it. He said, you want to go stick him in his neck? I said, I can't do it. I said, being a minister of the gospel and being in church like I am, either I'm gonna do it right or I'm not gonna do it. I gotta trust God in this, because I don't want to go to the penitentiary and lose my wife, lose my life that I have now.
I tell them all the time, man. It only take 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. It take 5 seconds to mess your life up.
And I ain't got no ego. I tell the world I don't have no ego.
That's what's up.
I went through all that, and I see that don't get you nowhere but the grave and the penitentiary.
That's what's up.
I don't want neither one of them.
You got to be smart out here, man. You got to play the game correctly. Because this is a game out here, a game of life. You know what I'm talking about? And if you ain't got God in your life, you know what I'm talking about, you ain't going to be able to see what's really going on out here. Because he'll let you see what's going on out here. Believe that.
Mm-hmm. You got to trust that he'll let you
Yeah, for sure.
The enemy's defeated. He can't tell you nothing good, because everything good is in God. And when the devil, Lucifer, fell, he got cut off from anything good. And you got to remember that. Anything good is coming from the Lord. He can't give you nothing good. He fakes it, try to give you a mirage. But if you got any kind of common sense,
that's what's up. It's a mirage.
You know when he there, because he'll give you something that look good, but you, in your spirit, you know that ain't right.
That's right. In your spirit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? That's what's up.
We go, I meet Mike. He got tears in his eyes. He mad. I told him what I had to do. I said, man, I'm not in the streets like that no more. I can't do that. I gotta trust God. I told him what I did. He didn't understand it because he never heard nothing like that. But I told him, let's see what God do. Let's just wait and see what God do. So I started working. I kept asking the Lord when I pray, because I pray a lot. I said, Lord, I want to build this car, and I took a chance. I never took a chance with God like that. But in the scriptures, He said, take a chance to see if I won't open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you will not have room enough to receive. So I took him up on that. I said, all right, Lord, a lot of people don't believe, but I do. I don't care. I believe. I know that you're who you say you are, because if you're not, I'm not going to serve somebody that ain't there. I'll really just be me and do whatever I'm going to do, but I really trust and believe that you're who you say you are. So let's see what happens. Not only that, I planted another $1,000 seed in the ministry for a car hauler, and I got that. And the Lord blessed me to learn how to car haul. I've been driving trucks for 32 years now. He blessed me to get a car hauler, me and my wife, and we took off from there, and things started coming together with the lowrider.
So this was all at the same time of you meeting the guy.
I'm gonna shut that off.
No, that's okay. That's all right. You meeting the guy, and he said he can paint your car. All this is at the same time. Old boy, 52 faked you, got your cash, messed your car up, meeting Mike, and you making those pledges in church.
Mm-hmm.
And
I started working with the car
on your car.
I started saving money. Well, what happened, let me back up a little bit. What happened, Mike, after I told him what happened, I texted him that same night. I was depressed because I was like, man, that's messed up. I already know how it go. Before, any time you get a blessing, anytime, and it's been proven over and over and over, it's always a concentration of demonic forces at the threshold of your blessing trying to stop you from getting a blessing. And if you can understand that and learn those principles, if you're really serving God, then you'll know to just pray and press through that to the other side is where the blessing's at. They ain't just going to let you walk through the door. Okay. It never happens like that. Anybody, and I use this because we're talking about the lowrider. See, it's a perfect example. Everybody that's ever built a lowrider knows it's always obstacles to try to get this thing done. I don't care what shop you go to, every shop you go to, and I don't care how cool they are or what, it's an obstacle. It's an obstacle because what you don't know is we're in a spiritual battle. It's not even a fleshly battle. In the spirit realm, these demons don't want to see you come up. Well,
that's the whole thing. Everybody don't recognize the difference between the flesh and the spirit. A lot of people ain't thinking about that inner spirit. You dig what I'm talking about? So they only thinking about the flesh and dealing with the flesh. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people don't take that realm of the world, the life serious. You know what I'm talking about? I'm spiritual. That's how I move, through the spirit. But I don't move through the flesh.
Yep, a lot of people are unlearned. Nobody taught them that, and it's okay because see, you
got to go through something.
That's
where
we come into play as, like me, for instance, as a minister. I'm a street minister. I'm not no pastor.
Right.
I'm not no evangelist that get up in the pulpit.
You trying to save lives, period.
Yes, I'm a street minister.
That's what's up, man.
And we need more of them because people that have a relationship with God, that really know who God is, that's had personal interventions with God. He wants us and expects us to get out here on the street and tell people about Him. I tell people I've been through a lot in my life. Without going into a lot of detail, I've been through a lot.
Yeah, you told me some stories.
I got a story. But I'm gonna
you got some real heavy stories, man.
I'm gonna write a book one day.
Yeah, you don't just say it. You gotta write that book. I mean, it's very interesting. I know that's gonna sell because the stories you told me, I was in amazement. But like I said, I got stories myself.
Everybody do, and
yes,
like
sir.
I said, the people that are unlearned about the gospel of Jesus Christ. I know it's a lot of religions out there. It's a lot of people out there that's telling different rounds, and I tell people all the time, and I say this, humbly. I got a brother. I love my brother. We real close, but he be seeking. He's so hungry. But he grew up in the church with me, but he missing the actual truth. He going over here looking at these lost books, going over here looking at Farrakhan and them and this and that. I said, dude, you're looking too many places and it causes confusion. I said, and what does the Bible say? The devil is the author of confusion. The Lord ain't nothing confused about the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's very plain and simple. He said in the word,
He came to kill, steal, and destroy.
He said, give me a chance. Taste that the Lord is good, and you'll see. Just give him a chance. I gave him a chance. If you knew my testimony to blow you away, you'll understand more. Like,
well, I'm going to tell you like this. I know, because you talk to me, we talk. You know what I'm talking about? We just not sitting here doing this podcast. Since I met you, you know what I'm saying? In my spirit, when we met, you reached out to me. But when I talked to you, my spirit wasn't rattled, wasn't shook. You know what I'm talking about? So, and then we built a friendship through We Gon' Ride TV. How long we known each other now?
Man, it's been a minute, about 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. Okay.
It gotta be at least about 5 now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I've been staying where I'm staying for about 5. So
yeah.
That's about right. You know what I'm talking about?
And I know you didn't even remember this, but I gotta say this because this is the power of God working through people's lives. I mentioned to the homie about him and his wife. They've been together a long time, and I said the Lord just gave me something to tell him, and he went and did it. Forgot I even talked to him about it, and been blessed tremendously since then. I told him, I said, you gotta get married, homie. You've been with your wife a long time.
Who was that? Who you talking about?
You.
Is that right?
I told you at my other house, sitting at the table. I told you, and then when you told me you got married, I was like, wow.
Wait a minute, hold on. Bring it back.
Yeah,
Let's rewind that. Bring that back. Now, what happened to that? You talking about me?
Yes, I told you that sitting at my table eating cauliflower pizza crust at my other house after I was filming you with that other weight loss thing that we did. And I told you,
cauliflower pizza crust, huh?
But what I told you, what it was all about is when you told me you guys have been together for 20 years, I said you blocking some blessings that you're gonna get that you're not. It said, the Bible says that when a man finds a wife, he finds the good things and obtains favor from the Lord. I told you that, and you heard me, and we just kept on going on what we was doing. Next thing I know, you were telling me, you said, man, we went and got married. And I mentioned it to you again, and you said, you know what, I totally forgot that you had brought that up.
Oh, man, look, I didn't forget again.
Because I'm telling you, but see, the Lord, he'll send things through people.
That's what's up, Ed.
And drop seeds on you, because he put people in your lives for a reason. And everybody don't work out. That's the thing I found out. I'm a mentor in the ministry that I'm in, and there's some hard cases that I had to let go because I couldn't do it. I was like, Lord, I'm trying to help this person, and they so stubborn. They don't listen. They don't like nobody to tell them nothing. So I had to back up. Even in going back to the Lowrider scene, even some people that I wanted to be a blessing to that didn't even know it, and instead of them receiving a good dude that's being a blessing through the Lord, through the Holy Spirit guiding me, they trying to use, they see opportunity, they trying to take it and swindle. So I cut them off immediately. I'm like, dude, you're not going to swindle me, homie. I am from the streets. Don't forget that.
Yeah, right.
I
can recognize the okie doke.
Yeah, it's like right away. It's like, so I wanted to say this about what he was talking about, you know, his air conditioning, all that. The Lord had put that on my mind the day before. I told the homie to drop his car off. The Lord, he told me to do that.
Okay, now let's not confuse everybody. We talking about what I talked about at the beginning of the show about that angel. Now, Ant was the angel that gave me that phone call, and I think I called you, Ant, about something, right?
He called me to get a compressor, see if Mike had one. I said, it kind of tripped me out. I was like, well,
a 79.
Yeah, I was like, that's old. Why you want to get an old?
But you know, me not knowing, and I didn't know that they was that you can make them brand new. So I figured, well, I know he's a Cadillac man. Let me have you, because like I say, my situation wasn't too cool with your partner. But I'm the type of dude. I'm my daddy's son, and no matter what a person is charging in prices and all that, you know, if you got what I need, then I'm gonna try my best to get it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I search around and ain't nobody got it and you got it. You know, some people be way out ridiculous with their prices, but there ain't nothing that I can do about that. You got what I need, and I need to try to make it happen for myself, to make myself happy in my vehicle. So that's how I go about it. And even though I didn't have a good situation with your partner, I went in with a good spirit and a good mind. You know what I'm talking about? You sent me there. At the time, you know, you've been a good person. You know what I'm talking about? So I figured that it was all right and it was good. It didn't turn out good, but it's okay though. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if he got what I need and I'm trying to do it, I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't pressing on the other stuff. People going to do what they going to do. They going to be how they going to be. Trust me, when a person shows you their hand the first time, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. I show people my hand. I put myself out here, even though we gonna ride TV. If a person can't see through my work, so we gonna ride TV and my wife's work, you're not paying attention to what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? I'm doing everything that I'm doing off of strength and the love of lowriding and showing us in a better light than what we've been portrayed. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't jump into this world because as an itty bitty, as a kid, I watched black men do this. You know what I'm saying? And then I know by other videos and cassettes that I was even looking at, because I wasn't always doing this. I was a spectator. I see how we get out there and we talk and people talk and all that, and you know, and I was just trying to show us in a different light. But let's get back to this low ride.
Yeah.
So you met Mike. He hooked you up. Y'all started working on your car?
Well, let me say that this is very important. Okay, so that same night that he seen the car, he had tears, he was pissed.
Okay.
And I seen the passion he had for this, and I was depressed, and I texted him a long message. I said, look, man, I said, I'm just going to sell the car. Because I couldn't see. Like I said, that was before I planned the $1,000. Let me just say that. Because I planned $1,000 that same week. But before I did that, I texted him a long paragraph, and I said, man, look, if you know somebody that want to buy the car, I don't even want it.
Oh, you was giving up.
Yeah, already, because I couldn't see it. I wasn't making the kind of money at the moment that I ended up starting to make soon after that. And I was like, I'm not even going to do this. If this is how it's going to go down, I'm not even going to waste my time. But he said, well, he was going to buy it. He said, I got somebody that'll give you $2,000. And he came back quick with that, so I'm thinking, well, that's cool, whatever, I'll just get rid of it. But then he texted me another long, and that's what started where you guys see I went. He texted me, he said, hey, homie, I know that you are discouraged. He said, I know why. He said, and I know you probably don't trust nobody. He said, and this is straight coming from Cadillac, Mike Cadillac Connects Mouth. For anybody that don't know, that's a solid dude. He's really a good dude. Everybody got their issues, but he told me out of his own mouth on a text message, he said, if you let me, just trust me, I'll build you a car that look better than mine. And that's all he had to say.
Okay.
Nobody was talking to me like that. I didn't even know nobody to do paint, nothing.
Okay.
And that's what we started.
So y'all started right there. Y'all did y'all thizzle. Okay. So when I seen you, You know what I'm talking about? Because I got to move you away from that. When I seen you, you were painted.
Yep.
You were on 14s. You was looking real clean.
It was clean. He did all that. I just told him the color. All I did said the color.
Oh, so he painted your car and everything?
Not him. He was the middleman. He had all the paint. We put a moon roof in it. That was the first thing. He said, let's put a moon in. I'm like, well, how much is that going to cost? I couldn't see. He just said, let's do it. You know.
So your car got a moon in it?
Yeah, 42-inch moon.
Right,
yeah, it got everything.
All right.
He said, let's put a moon in it. He said, let's put some 95 doors on it because it was a 94. We did that. And we snatched the vinyl off. He said, let's make it a hardtop. See, a lot of people don't know. My car was a vinyl.
I remember those pictures, though.
He said a body looked better. He said, let's do it. He told me, so I'm going to build you one better than mine. His was a body. So we did that. We stripped the vinyl off, but we didn't do anything to it. We put the moon in it, but it was just like ripped off. Then we put the 95 door. It looked like crap. And I put it in the driveway for a year under a tarp.
Okay.
And I started getting discouraged.
Okay, all right.
I said, what's going on, man? I said, but then that's when the Lord, that seed that I planted started growing.
Oh, okay. Talk about it.
Job, and the money started. Man, me and my wife was running all over the country making cheese. And I'm stacking. I'm like, oh, it's going down.
Okay.
And Mike called me one day. He said, I got to
So did I meet you? Did I know you at this time? I didn't know you at this time.
Not yet.
Okay.
I was already watching the videos, though. And I was reaching out, but I know you was busy because it was, you know, We Gonna Ride was cracking. I was watching video. That was keeping me focused and just reminded me that I ain't gonna get like that overnight. I ain't gonna get like that car right there or that one. I gotta.
Okay, so you was watching We Gonna Ride TV at this time.
Videos and it was keeping me encouraged
so
every day.
Let me ask you, what drew you to look at We Gonna Ride TV? Can you go there right quick?
Being discouraged when I put that tarp on it, I was so discouraged because I didn't know how this thing had all this waiting time. Like, you know, he put that in there. He put the 95 doors in there. And I thought, you know, things are just going to move till the car was done. No. Even when you got the money, it don't move like that all the time. You got to wait sometimes till they get rid of this car and then they can bring your car in. Or they waiting on parts or they take, because everything is custom, so it got to take time. So I just put it under the tarp and I was driving my truck. And I said, Lord, I need something to keep me encouraged, or I'm going to throw in the towel.
Okay.
And he just gave me that in my spirit. Look for Lowrider videos on YouTube.
All right.
Because I said, the internet got everything. So I pulled up Lowrider videos. That's what I put in there. And the first thing I seen was We Gonna Ride TV with a TV with some broken antennas. I said, now that's ghetto right there. I gotta see what this is about. And the first video, I was hooked.
Okay.
I said, this is like old school right here. I said, wow, this is cool. And I was so excited watching all the other guys and girls with their bomb lowriders. It took, see, now I got money. Now I got, you know, a lot more money to work with. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a bomb car. And Mike working it. He's like, you know, let me know when you got this much. But he called me one day out of the blue. I wasn't even ready. He said, I got a painter. I need your car next week. He said, it's gonna be in there for about 2 or 3 months, but in that time you get your money together, let's get it in here. And that's how it went.
All right.
The first painter he had to fire. He did the body work and painted it, and as soon as it dried, all kind of lumps was in it. He fired him, sent him home, and he had to get somebody else. But it started like that. And I just kept stacking money, and I'm telling you, he walked me through everything. He was like, okay, look, we need to do the window trim. We need to take it all off and polish it all out. You need to do this. I didn't know none of that.
Okay.
That's why when Coop seen my car the first time, and everybody seen it, they're like, man, that is super clean. And I gotta keep going back there because I'll give credit where credit is due. That's the main man, Cadillac Connect. He know what to do.
All right. And I ain't trying to be on that, but it's all about right now. Antonio and Hypnotize.
There you go.
I got to take it there. I got to move it. So we got to bounce from Mike.
Let me back up then.
We got to hold up. Let's bounce from Mike.
Okay.
I seen you. I came to the house. You reached out to me. I got you on video. That video is still on YouTube. So if you don't know what we talking about, y'all can go to YouTube and check it out. I'm not sure the name of it, what I named that video, but it's there. Then from there, you were on 14s, and you got what got you to get cut? And who cut your car?
Okay, so I was getting approached by a lot of car clubs to join. I wasn't going to join the club. That wasn't my initial thing. I just wanted to low ride.
You just wanted to
But
low
after
ride.
watching We Gonna Ride TV and seeing all the different clubs and all the nice cars, and you know, I'm a leader. and I'm an alpha male. Whatever I do, it's gonna be to the top.
That's what's
I
up.
don't want to roll with chickens. I'm only rolling with eagles. Period.
With top dogs.
Yeah, I got to. I mean, I gotta roll. When I roll with the best, it bring the best out of me.
That's what's up.
I lived in Compton, and it was the best time of my life because when you live in a place like that, you better be on your A game.
Come on now.
You can't be slipping, falling, tripping.
Man, it's going down in the field, man.
Yeah, so
you got to keep your head on the
I
swivel.
was watching. I seen Majestic.
Your feet on the concrete.
I'm watching all these dudes from Majestic. I'm looking at the quality of their cars.
Okay.
And what really sold me to want to go Majestic, I was on Whittier Boulevard. Me and one of the homies, we parked on the high street, and my Cadillac was on 14th, and we walked. We got out to walk so we could start videoing some of the cars. And here come Majestic, Compton chapter, and IE chapter at the time. Man, it was 6 big bodies.
Okay.
Pulled up, turned the whole Whittier Boulevard out. I couldn't believe it. I never seen caddies like that.
So from that point,
yep,
you wanted to get cut.
I wanted to be from Majestic.
You wanted to be from Majestics.
I said, if they doing it like this, I want to be with them because they know how to.
Out of control, bouncing down the strip, working them drugs, smoking that dro.